It's so loud. Hello, everybody. I am PyroFalkon. This is, the SaGa Frontier Remaster.
Oh, you just didn't even say my name.
I am so tired today. I'm forgetting how to function. Joined by the Akamura.
Hi, everybody.
We're doing this. So, this is for anyone who's watched me for a while. By the way, hi chat. For anyone who's watched me for a while, this is going to be a slightly different Let's Play than usual, because I'm going to be a little bit more critique-minded. So I want to kind of give back. And I think it's because the whole reason we're doing this game today, first of all, I like SaGa Frontier, but second of all, our lovely and wonderful mod, Mark, has expressed interest in SaGa Frontier and has wanted to see it. And I am going to give a little balance to the current reviews that are on Steam, not because I dislike the game, but I am also not blind to its flaws. So, for those who don't know, SaGa Frontier Remaster is obviously a remaster, but it's of a PlayStation 1 game from Square-Enix's not Final Fantasy team, so there are some issues and some interesting, unique things, and hopefully by the end of this stream, you will have a good idea whether you want to purchase this game or not for yourself, because there
you'll
are
have a very good idea.
Some quabbles. Yeah, the Akamura was watching me play it. So first of all, the draw of SaGa Frontier is when you start a new game, there are 8 characters to choose from. You see 7 here. That's because there are 7 characters to choose from, but they added an 8th in the remaster once you finish everybody's stories. So it's something to look forward to, but it's also something to know going in that what the game asks of you, it doesn't tell you very much from the beginning. This is similar kind of to the Trials of Mana release, where you had 6 characters and you had to pick one. I'm sorry, you picked 3 to get started.
Trials of Mana? SaGa Frontier!
Okay, Charlotte, please go die in a fire.
I'm Charlotte!
So, but this is a bit more varied. Every character in SaGa Frontier has their own premise to exist, and that also means they all have their own finale to exist. And they're all varied. So Amelia is one of the more interesting ones. A former supermodel who chose marriage over work. Her fiancé Ren was brutally murdered and she took the fall. She now hunts for a masked man named Joker, biding her time until she can see him brought to justice.
Whoa, she was made by Rob Liefeld.
So that's her thing. Then you have Riki. I don't know how that picture is not going to get me banned from YouTube. Also, that's a dude, which is probably why the picture won't get me banned. A land fated to expire at any moment. He searches far and wide for magic rings that are said to be the key to preventing his homeland from falling into ruin. So the 7 characters do have stories that intermix, and they will encounter each other in each other's scenarios. But some of them are better explained than others, and part of the problem with SaGa Frontier is that the game has historically struggled to explain itself. The remaster helps a little bit, and I'll get into details in a second. But let me give you some advice. If you're playing SaGa Frontier for the first time, don't pick Loot. He's a fucking idiot. A carefree, disobedient youth, somehow that's a youth, who grew up in the countryside, blah, blah, blah. So not knowing who these people are ahead of time is going to hurt you. You should probably try to pick the story you find the most interesting for your first run. Just don't pick Loot, because you won't know what the hell is going on. We're going to choose Blue, and partly because Blue is a good example of why this game is not perfect. A lot of the positive reviews on Steam are from nostalgia heads who are like, this game was great. And it's like, yeah, it was. It's not now. It's got a lot of irritations. But if you know what's going on before you go into it, it's a really fun game. You just need to be informed.
It shows its age.
It shows its age. Born with the spark for unfathomable magic power, Local Custom dictates that he will only be able to reach his true potential if his twin brother dies by his own hand. He sets off on a journey to vanquish Rogue and lay claim to his birthright. So we're picking Blue. Yes, we definitely want the additional content. For the love of God. When you create new data, it asks for your name and blood type and then tells you to guard it very carefully. So you only get the full story if you play as everybody and finish everybody's story. Everybody's individual story is not that long. It's, I don't know, 10 to 20 hours, depending on who they are. But the draw of the game is to beat it 7 times. So understand that going in as well. So, we're gonna use my system data, but I'm starting over. So here we go. It just throws you into things. ... We will now begin the graduation ceremony. Our resident professor will announce the graduates. After careful examination, we unanimously decided to award the title of Master Magician to Blue. Blue, please step forward. Blue, do you swear to remain loyal to the Magic Kingdom and attend your duties as a Master Magician for the Kingdom? According to custom, you are hereby granted the right to leave the Kingdom and travel to the outer regions. Your first duty is to travel the outer regions, learning all types of magic, refining your art to a higher level. You are allowed to use any means necessary for this purpose. In addition, you must, according to custom, pay your respects to the schoolmaster before your departure.
Lots of customs going on.
Lots of customs going on. Blue, you are the chosen one. Your magic is as powerful as that of your twin. But living in your brother's shadow, you will never be a true magician. Your destiny leads you. This very day in another place, your brother Rogue, also attends his graduation. Our kingdom does not need 2 incomplete magicians. We need a superior one, and that, we believe, is you. Now go. Discover magic's most profound secret and kill Rogue.
I think it is Rouge. Because your name is Blue.
Oh yeah, it probably is Rouge. Because one of the other main characters is Red. Oh, okay, so right off the bat, does this look fucking weird, the Akamura?
Yep.
What would you think this is? Thrown into the game.
A loading screen.
Yeah, this is your map. Yep, this is the world map. I can see in your face.
Powering off the PlayStation, and I'm going to put in Harvest Moon.
Yeah, so this is an example of the game just giving you shit and not telling you what's going on. It was fine back then, and with a little bit of work, you can suss out whatever is going on with SaGa Frontier. But you have to know ahead of time. If you're used to modern game conveniences, this is going to get a little rough in places. But this is your world map. This is individual locations, and then these are countries, basically. So we're in this country, and we can go to Luminous, which is a city, and then we have a few other places to go to. So, it's really rough to get thrown into this shit and not realize what's going on. So what we're doing is we're going to go to Luminous because...
looks like everybody's already confused.
Yeah, and Jinergy crosses the game off the list of... Yeah, shit gets weird. But like I said, if you know this ahead of time, it's not a bad game. You just have to know its issues. Alright, so first of all, we go to the menu. You can notice we've got 3 teams that we will possibly eventually get. Right now, having Blue by himself is the best play. Second, there is now... Where is it? Story. This journal was not in the original. So, good luck if you put this game down for 6 months. You will not remember what the hell's going on. There are no quest markers. There's no way to remember what you are doing. But this, in the remaster at least, you've got this. So this talks about you've become a mage. This is kind of cool. Basically, this gives you an overview of your character's objective. So you must become a mage and acquire the gifts of various magic. It's sort of the right to cast the super spells. In addition, the only way for you to unlock your true potential is for your twin brother to die. So we have 2 goals. Get all the gifts of all the elements and kill our brother. First order of business is to head for Luminous or Devon. You're now able to receive the gift of light or shadow magic in the Luminous. Gather information about these gifts from the people familiar with them.
That's a little fucked up.
What is?
Congratulations, you're a master mage. Go slaughter someone who's been alive just as long as you and lived your whole lives together for more power.
I should have let you do the voice acting in that opening scene. Wow, I'm quiet.
Go kill your brother, Blue.
I'm very quiet
Do
today.
it for the accolades.
All right, so I did some practice to remind myself what the hell I was
We
doing.
don't need 2 of you.
So, all right, so you walk into this room. Okay, first of all, this is also an old school RPG where if you walk into a person, they will talk to you. You don't have to press the confirm button. Except, like, this dude isn't talking to us at all, so I guess he was a bad example. But my point is, we're just going to run into this old lady. Wherever there is light, there is shadow. Ask about shadow magic. Shadow magic utilizes shadow and illusion. To master higher level spells, you must acquire their gift. Since light and shadow cannot coexist, possessors of light magic must first give it up before they can learn this magic. Ask about the gift. Go to the shadow region Ombul, and you'll acquire this gift naturally. Go to Ombul? No, because we need to buy some magic first. So, we're going to buy the 2 cheaper spells. Okay. Neither of which we're probably going to use. Now, once you buy the spells, you have to equip them, which is in the menu under Arts. And then, so these are our abilities we've got. You can have up to 8 abilities. So we're going to equip both of our magic spells. And you can see on the left, they are now on the active list. However, there's something else going on that is different. So the numbers on the right, that's the cost in magic points. Although for whatever reason they use JP, and I don't know what J stands for. And before you say it's job points, that's possible. That could be what it stands for. But there's also WP, which is weapon points, and that's used for physical skills. So I don't know what JP stands for. It doesn't matter. It's your magic points. So, for example,
Geo points?
What?
Nothing, I'm being disgusting.
So, Energy Chain, for example, costs 1 JP to cast in battle. However, when you equip either 6 attack skills or 6 magic skills, then you become a master of physical or magic. And that's indicated by that little crown that's in the top right, the little crown that's in the top center of the screen between the sword and the staff. The reason this is important is when you become a master of, say, magic, it reduces the cost of all your JP by 1, which means, for Blue's case, Energy Chain has now become free. It doesn't tell you any of this. You have to know this ahead of time. There is a little pop-up tutorial screen that yells at you when you equip your spells for the first time. But again, it tells you none of this going into the game usually. Especially it didn't back in the day. So, the first order of business for Blue was to buy him 2 magic spells. That way he could become a master and cast Energy Chain for free.
This game can only exist in a world without the internet.
Yes. There were some very detailed guides about it.
This is one
on
of those
GameFAQs.
things that's like, you're either really fucking patient or
Yeah.
you bought the $60 game guide when you bought the game.
Yeah, that's definitely true, because if you're not patient, you're going to get your ass kicked. And I'm going to demonstrate that in just a second. So we've got Blue, he's got 6 spells, he's a master, he's good. We're going to go get the Shadow Magic gift. So we're going to ask about Shadow Magic, utilizes illusion, blah, 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 blah. You must acquire their gift, blah, 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 blah. Go to Shadow Region Ombul, and you'll acquire the gift naturally. Okay. She gives a warning that mechs and monsters cannot return. Light magic users are not allowed. Do you want to try it without them? This is your first fuck with. Because if you enter this area with more than just blue, it's immediately more annoying. So we're going to try to solo this, and it should be easier, ironically. Let me know about audio. I think I've got it where you guys can hear it. Okay, so our shadow just disappeared. Also notice, we can't go back, so God help you if you came into this area and didn't know what to do. So we've got walking shadows. It's easy once you recognize your shadow. Okay, see, if you see that shit, it's because I'm not pressing the confirm button. He will just talk when he runs into anybody. Hey, where's your shadow? You can't get out of here unless you get your shadow back. Hey, where's your oh, that was that person? Talk to me. Talk to me. Or don't. Fine, fuck you. Shut up. God damn it. Alright, there's a shop up ahead. You can buy items with money. There's a shop up ahead. You can buy items with money. Alright, so I am the Shadow of Silence. So this game exemplifies old school JRPG mechanics where you need to talk to everyone. If I don't talk to this one shadow here, this game, a blue scenario, becomes much more difficult, and I will show you that as well in just a moment. I am the Shadow of Silence. I was sent here to pursue a fugitive in Omble, but it appears Silence had some wrong information. I will help. Alright, but I can't be much help to you as a shadow. I can help you after you get out of here. Beware, the real Silence is mute, just like his name. Alright. So, before we enter the next room, I will explain that the game uses pseudo-random battles. It's similar to Chrono Trigger, where you will see the enemies on the field, and if you can avoid them, you will stay out of the fight, and if you don't avoid them, then you enter a fight. So, we're going to walk in, and hey, look at these shadows. Oh, okay, well, but the good thing is, this is a JRPG, so clearly I want to fight and start gaining levels, right? We're going to cast Energy Chain, and I'm dead. Game over.
Yep.
Kicks you to the loading screen. No game over screen, no special cutscene. You're back here. And if you notice, he had initiative over me. I didn't have a choice about that. With the remaster, it auto-saves every time you enter a room, but you still probably want to save often. Maybe I was just unlucky. I'm going to... oh, couldn't dodge him. He charged. But I've got him this time. Maybe I just got unlucky with the initiative. We're going to try Energy Chain again. And scissors. And I'm almost dead, but at least I get an attack off this time. Alright, cool. So, I'm hurting, but... maybe the Psycho armor can defend me, and it's a one-hit kill, and I'm dead. Game over. This is why SaGa Frontier is not, in my opinion, a masterpiece. So, you need to know this going into it. Sometimes the game is going to be tilted against you. It's not bad if you know what's happening. It's just not a modern game. So you need to be aware that this is going to happen, because if you walk into this thinking it's fucking Final Fantasy 15, you are going to be real disappointed.
You're gonna get torn apart.
So we're going to engage one more time, but I want you to notice in the bottom right corner, all I have to do is hit left bumper and I can flee. So we flee, it's guaranteed to work, and the enemy is off the field. That doesn't work against bosses, obviously, but at least here, in the Shadow Realm, that's what you're supposed to do. So, there's another enemy, we run. And now we're fine. It doesn't tell you this is what the game asks of you. You have to fuck up and understand and try different things and think outside the box. I would say it's theming... oh... that was a Shadow of Money. Okay. Don't tell Ruin she can get actual money by picking up shadows. She will be picking at the sidewalk for a while. Anyway.
Now I want to tell Ruin she can get money from picking up shadows.
So, this is, like, it's just part of what SaGa Frontier is. You must know what you're getting into. I find this interesting. It's certainly different. But, like, if you don't know this shit going into it, this is one of the most frustrating things ever, especially if you try to play it like a standard RPG, especially nowadays. So yes, this is progression. Okay. So this is a shop. A customer, this is rare. I will buy the dark robe. I don't need the shadow dagger. I'm good. Okay. So we're going to go to equipment. We're going to equip the dark robe. Okay. Did that help me, actually? Oh, God, no. The Master's Robe's so much better. Okay, well, I just wasted some cash.
It's fine.
It's fine. Other than the fact cash is kind of hard to come by. So this is why I'm choosing blue, because some of the other characters are balanced better from the start, which is helpful, but picking blue lets me show off kind of the bad parts of the... Okay.
This is kind of the Takeshi's Challenge of fantasy RPGs.
It's not that bad.
It's complicated without telling you what's going on, and it's a pain in the ass.
All right, so I don't know if you can see what's going on here. All 8 characters' shadows are here, and we have to pick the one that is us. So that was us that I just moved off to the right. Now we're going to get out of here. So we're going to circle back around. And this is a little unfortunate at first because I'm not showing off the battle system. But again, I just wanted to show you what you're in for with this game and to understand that you need to operate outside of what you generally think of as an RPG, especially a Square RPG. So this should show you, I believe, the balance better. So this is not us. We have to touch us. Come on. Come on up. Our shadow is down there in the doorway, so he's... There we go. Alright, so we're going to go chase our shadow. And this is why you come in alone, because this shit happens. We have to fight our doppelganger. Hope you get initiative, because otherwise you're dead. Okay. Yeah, usually you get initiative over your shadow. But he's got the same stats, so bam, 1-hit kill. Now you know what it's like to be an enemy that we just dealt with.
Your jupe increased.
Oh, yeah. So there are no experience points in the game. When you finish a fight, there is a random chance that you will gain a random stat point. In this case, I gained some JP. But it comes a lot faster than traditional grinding. Like, you will probably gain something every couple of fights. So grinding is still a very heavy part of this game. You will need to do a lot of grinding. You receive the gift of shadow magic. Hooray! I'm blue. This shit happened, I think, between every major story part of the game. Even in the original. So we did it, and now we can go back to Omgol again, as far as I'm aware. But look at this guy. Remember him from earlier? And how he didn't talk to us?
That must be...
Silence, and now he just joined us. So there he is, on the left. He is absurdly powerful, and he is going to help us out tremendously. For the love of God, keep about 3 rolling saves when you play this. I'm not, because I just know what I'm doing. But, so that was how we got the gift of shadow. Let's go look for another gift. Because that's what we're supposed to do. Alright. So this is our light girl. Attempt the luminous labyrinth. So if you had come earlier, she would have... Or maybe there's someone else in the town who's like... In order to get the gift of light, you go to the luminous labyrinth. But remember... that shadow people are not allowed in in the light magic and vice versa. So if we say yes, shadow magic users, robots, and monsters are not permitted. Do you want to try it? Sure. There are no challengers. We are banned because we're shadow magic. So how do we solve that because we need the gift. The solution lies outside, and this again is where the game will not tell you what to do, and not even in the remaster. So this is still in the journal, giving you some advice, because it's like, here's how, you need to get the gift of light magic. There's the little check mark next to this one. We have the shadow magic thing. So we're like, okay, now we need to leave. So every town you come to don't worry about that. That's a blue thing. Every town we come to has a port, and then this is also unhelpful because you don't
go to
know
Manhattan.
where everything. Well, no. Another good Pyro pro tip: Kurong is the center of this world. So if you need to go anywhere not listed, you have to transfer at Kurong first. So I need to make a quick stop. So we're going to Kurong first.
You can go to Disney World.
That's an airship or bus or whatever.
It looks like somebody strapped a shit of subwoofers to.
Yes. Even back in the day, I thought that looked stupid. All right. So here are all the locations in the game. There's, among others, but anyway, there's these, and then there's these. The thing with SaGa Frontier is it's an old school RPG also in the sense that you can go wherever the hell you want. You're just not guaranteed to find anybody who's going to help you. And I, in fact, spent some time earlier this week practicing with Blue to make sure I knew where I needed to go. Without knowing ahead of time or without having a guide, you really do have to go everywhere and talk to everybody to make sure you've got the right allies. So right now we're going to head to Scrap. This is always a good place to go when you start off because of one very specific thing in Scrap. There's a bar in the dead center of town, the pub. We're going to the pub, and this is where a bunch of characters will hang out. So here we've got Mei Ling. I'm studying magic. Do you know anything about magic? That's not exactly the best pickup line I've heard, but you're kind of cute. I can use a little bit of light magic. That's fantastic. She seems useful. They talked for a while. I must acquire the gift and master various magic. Can you help me? Alright, I'll go with you. Mei Ling joined. Great. My name's Riki, one of our playable characters. What's yours? Would this animal be useful? Sure. My name is Blue. I left my home region on an important mission. Wow, me too. Can I come with you? The more the merrier, I guess. Riki joined the party. So we're going to pick up the mech. Yup, none of this matters. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. That's just some dude. That's just some dude. I think this guy is important, but he's important for someone else's story. Anyway, you come to the pub, you pick up everyone you can. We're even picking up Loot, which is stupid, because he sucks. So now we've got a full party. Actually, we've got more than a full party, because Loot's in the reserves. Holy shit. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, so now that we've got everyone that we can get from here, we're going to get back to the next location. So according to our journal, we now need... Well, yeah, we still need the light magic. So, and we heard that Mei Ling is going... Or she does a little light magic, right?
Yep.
So we're going to head back to Luminous. Oh yeah, there are different boats. I don't know why. I'm sure there's lore there, and I couldn't care less.
That one looks like they strapped 2 rockets to a piece of RAM.
Yes. Alright, we're here in the Luminous whatever. Attempt the Luminous Labyrinth? Yes. Shadow magic users? Yep, we're not permitted. Yep, okay. Alright, bye, Loot. This is it, because we're not allowed, and you only play as your protagonist in the story sense. So we're just trusting Mei Ling and Loot, and they acquired the gift of light magic. Excellent. So now, not only do I have 2 gifts, but I think they can cast magic? Let's see. Do you have any magic you can equip? You don't. Does Loot? he doesn't, but I think it's only because I didn't buy any spells. Where's the light lady? Is she up here? Yes. Okay, I would like to buy light magic.
House of Illumination.
So, yeah, blue can't equip anything. Silence can't equip anything. Mei-Ling already owns 2. Oh, Luke can't equip it. Oh, because I have no cash. Okay, that's fine. We'll get money. All right, so back to the journal. Again, for the love of God, think of doing this when you don't have the in-game journal. Like, you don't know any of this shit in the original. So, in the first scenario log, it says, the first order of business is to head to Luminous or Devon. Well, we did everything in Luminous. So, now we're going to head to Devon, because that is the next city on our list. And here we are. Also, I don't know if you saw that little blip again. Huh, that's weird. Well, we're just going to ignore it. Because we got a couple things here. You're able to receive the gift of arcane or rune magic in Devon. Find information on the gifts of these magics in the Arcane Palace or the Lure of the Rune. Okay, let's go to the Lure of the Rune. This is a very joyous thing. In Devon, we've got a little a fair going on? I don't know. So it's good to talk to everybody, but I'm just going to go for my objective right now. Do you want to do her voice? I'm tired. The white text.
Welcome to the Arcane Palace. Why have you come?
Ask about arcane magic.
Please come closer.
Okay.
Arcane magic summons the mysterious power of the tarot.
Great.
To summon the higher tarot, you must acquire their gift.
I would like that gift.
Since the arcane and rune cannot coexist, possessors of rune magic must first give it up.
Well, that's unfair, but okay.
Before they can learn this magic.
I don't know why you cut yourself off in the middle of a sentence. I would like to know about the gift.
To acquire the gift of arcane magic, collect all 4 cards in the various regions.
What?
The shield card is in Urpo.
Sure it is.
The gold card is in Baccarat.
That makes sense.
The grail card is in Yorkland.
That makes less sense.
It's the Holy Grail. It's in Britain.
I know.
It's fine.
Yeah.
The saber card is in Wakatu.
Sure it is.
Collect the cards.
Unfortunately, I received 4 cards.
When these 4 plain cards become arcane tarot cards, you will acquire the gift for this magic.
Cool. That sounds logical and not difficult at all. Okay, so we're going to choose the shield card first because that was the first one listed. And I'm sure that because it was the first one listed, there is absolutely going to be no problems and it must be the easiest one to acquire, right?
Oh, no.
So we're going to pick the first one in the list. Oh, yeah, so we need to go to Urpo. He's like, you must transfer Kurong. Fine, fuck you. We'll go to Kurong first. I hate you. All right, and now we'll go to Urpo.
You have to transfer.
Yep.
You can't just go.
All right, here we are in Urpo. This is a good time to save because I'm about to be stuck. Okay, so we talked to the random lady.
Hi, random lady.
No unauthorized personnel allowed. I want to ask you something about the shield card. Oh, please come right this way. This is all hanging out. Oh, that's weird. When I did this during my practice run, it was Loot who was sitting in the middle there. So you want the shield card, huh? It seems everyone wants it these days. By the way, if you're asking who the fuck is this guy, good question.
Yep.
You're never going to know, but good question. I can't just give it to you just like that. I don't know if you really deserve it. Besides, I need some help on patrol first. All right, what do you want to do? You catch on quick. Let's go to Moss Periberg. By the way, did you see a man who looks just like me? No, I didn't. Okay. There's a flower that only blooms on this mountaintop. We're going to get it. Alright, now comes the standard fights of the game. So here we have our party. You can switch front to back. It resets between every battle, and it's obnoxious, so I just generally don't bother. And you can hold your confirm button to just zip through spell selection if you need. So, but because it has cursor memory, if you know what that is. Like, it knows what the last thing is that you picked. So, energy chain. Who the hell is this? Oh, this is Silence. He's got a kick-ass sword. This is Mei-Ling. She has a gun. This is Riki. He's got monster abilities. Shit. Okay. Why don't you just punch things? Because I don't want you consuming weapon points. And then this is our mech. He's got a rocket launcher. So we're just gonna fight. The nice thing about the battles is that they're pretty quick-paced, as you can see there. The animations are fairly quick. Things die quick. And, yeah. See this? That is how the fights are supposed to go. So Riki gets to absorb monster abilities. Because every character is different. Good luck keeping this shit in mind. And now he's turned into a living spear. Why did he turn into a living spear? Yes. Okay, so everyone's gaining levels and shit. Great. So we move on. Come here, fight me. Actually, no, because that doesn't help my example. Okay. Oh, yeah, let me get through this. So you pick your party.
Is that an axe?
Yes, it's an axe face with fairy wings or some shit. It's fine, the Akamura. This is SaGa Frontier, and this is a masterpiece.
Regularly breeds.
It does. You don't want to see it fuck, believe me.
No, I'm good.
Alright, now we turned into, or we absorbed an ability from the bird, so Riki is more powerful. That's the other disadvantage. If you don't pick certain characters from the start, you're not going to know exactly how they operate. I am of the opinion that games should be fun. You should pick whoever you find most interesting. In general. Other than Loot, because he's ass. And, Red is a bit weird. But Red's storyline is also pretty easy. So, anyway. Alright, so we're going to get through this fight. And cool. Things are nice and simple. Grinding. This is grinding, guys. You gotta grind. Gotta grind in an old school RPG.
Yup.
So, now we have a cactus ability. Hey, I absorbed a needle, and everyone's gaining skills. Alright, isn't this cave cool? This must be a thing. I'm gonna go in here. Oh, look at all the treasure. Hey, there's a dragon. Oh, this looks like a tough fight. But I'm sure I can handle it because...
Notice you could not flee.
Yeah, notice you could not flee. But, you know, this is an RPG from Square. I'm sure that means that all you have to do is believe really hard and you're going to get through even enemies like this. Their maximum hit points is 150 right now. Yep. Yep. And you still can't run. Like, if you try to run, it's grayed out. And you're dead. So, hope you saved recently, because there is nothing you can do about that. And you're kicked to the title screen. You have to know this is a masochistic game going into it. And then it's not so bad.
It's Dark Souls before Dark Souls was Dark Souls.
Sure. So I loaded the autosave and immediately left because there's no gimmick there. You can't win that fight yet. You just can't. You're gonna game over. So we move on and we're fighting some other dude. This isn't like the Shadow Realm. I think you can get back here. Actually, I know you can get back here. So it's not a huge deal. Mark asks if Silence just sprouted butterfly wings. Yes, he does. He sprouts them whenever you finish a fight. Just go with it.
It's fine.
Yeah. Last night I was streaming My Summer Car, and I said My Summer Car is It's Fine the Game. SaGa Frontier is It's Fine the Game from 1995 or whenever this came out. Alright, so yeah, here you're seeing the semi-random nature of battles. There's also a fast-forward mode in the remaster. I generally don't use it because why? It's like, I don't know. But the fights don't take that long as it is. But it is important when you play, Pyro Pro Tip, fight everything you come to. You need every point you can get.
Except for the things that kill you.
Except for the shit that kills you, yeah. Which you're not going to know until you fight it and die. Yes, the flower has vagina teeth.
It's a Rafflesia.
It's fine. It is a Rafflesia. His name is Zeno, apparently. And he's dead. So,
Yay, you just killed an endangered plant.
so to gain new skills, you use the skills you have, and that is something I have not been doing. I haven't been using any of my weapon skills. It doesn't really matter. I like having a little bit more. I like being able to leave to heal rather than burning my weapon skills in combat. Oh, by the way, do you see how I'm being a little reckless, by the way, with how I'm just fighting and fighting and fighting? When you... Oh, the music just randomly cuts out sometimes. It's who the fuck is Fuse? Oh, that's our friend.
Oh, that's our new guy.
Yeah, let me put him in.
I guess now we know his name.
Yeah, apparently. Alright, you're in, buddy. I hate Riki, so that's fine.
Why'd you pick him up then?
I don't know. He's better in theory than loot. So...
He's better in practice than loot.
Debatable. So...
How?
Yeah. So, blue, so if you look on the left, you've got HP, which is your hit points. Those heal after every fight. Always. Below that is life points. So when you have 0 hit points, any further damage hits your life points, and if your life points is 0, then you're dead. Life points can be restored once you go to the end. Weapon points and JP I've already talked about. So that's why there's those sets of numbers over there. Life points do not heal between fights. So here we are in this place. Oh, it's not here. Interesting. I guess I have to kill the boars first. That thing's kind of cute. And I have to say, for as much shit as I give SaGa Frontier, and I feel justifiably so, Square did a good job with this remaster because the graphics look really, really good. Like, these are very good.
I like how everybody has a hashtag McCool name.
Yeah, everyone has a hashtag McCool name
Blue.
in this game.
My name is Fuse. I'm Mei Ling. These are all very 90s cool names.
Yes.
Hello, Nisi. Oh, you look so sleepy.
What was I saying? Oh, the graphics look clean. This is better than some of their ports from the past, like Final Fantasy V and 6. Which, you know, you've heard me talk before about how much I love Final Fantasy VI, but, like, the port did some bad with its graphics. Square actually gave a shit. They gave polish. And a lot of the problems that are part of this game are inherent to SaGa Frontier itself. It's not something that can just be fixed. But they did also add a bunch of bugs intentionally, just bugs and exploits that... Weird. They have some exploits that still work from the PlayStation days. So if you knew how to glitch the game and cheese it, you still can, which is kind of cool. But that tells you this game's more for the nostalgia crowd than, you know, anything. And that's why I think the reviews are a bit skewed in the game's favor when they really shouldn't be. So we're gonna just move on because I know what's about to happen. So we're just gonna skip all this. Okay, not skipping this asshole for some reason. Hello dog mage thing, wonder dog. I should probably be checking what Fuse can do, because he's got some sort of weird targeting, and I didn't see what it was. Alright, so we come up here. Okay. Hey look, we're at the top of the mountain. Remember I said shit's easy?
Why is it on fire?
I'm sure it's fine. We're gonna... This must be the flower. Okay. Hello.
Get the fuck away from my flowers!
You look mean, but I'm sure we can handle you. Alright, energy chain.
You're about to get fucked!
Feyblade.
My name's Suzaku, bitch!
Sharp shot.
Your name is bitch, bitch!
Blat Paralyzer? Does that actually work? That can't work. Okay, well, he's dead. That's fine. We didn't need the mech. Alright, we're gonna hit him with everything we've got. Well, that didn't work. Yeah, just like usual, bosses are invincible to most status ailments, if not all status ailments. I'm sure if we try hard enough, though, We can do it, team. Because we have the power of friendship and magic on our...
I'm the decider!
Great. Now, what do you think's about to happen? If you say I'm going to get kicked to the menu, you're wrong. It just lets me continue to play after a fail. And I keep all my experience points. Why is that different from before? The answer is SaGa Frontier. So we can't do the first card. Fuck it, let's do the second one. We're going to Baccarat. Guys, this is SaGa Frontier, and I believe in the last 47 minutes, it's only been 47 minutes, in the last 47 minutes, you have now heard a more fair review on this game than you will ever see in the Steam reviews. This is a fun game. I am not going to, I like SaGa Frontier. I do. I truly like it. I wasn't sponsored. No one bought this game for me. I bought it for me. I was excited when I heard it was coming out. I like SaGa Frontier, but you need to know what game you're getting into if you play this for yourself. Because good fucking god is it stupid as hell in places.
I'm gonna go look at the tags on the game.
Okay. It's got like a 90% review right now. Like, it's extremely highly rated, but if you read the context of all those Steam reviews, it's from people who played the original and have really fond memories. Am I right in thinking you can't get any card right away? No! You can get some of the cards right away! And in fact, we're gonna do that now.
SaGa Frontier Remastered. By the way, Capcom's having a publisher weekend.
No, don't. Yes, but no. Anyway.
Yep, that's all I was gonna say.
Yeah. No, it's fine. So, no, you can get the cards right away. I mean, you have to work for a couple of them. But you can get them.
Yep.
You just have to know the right order, and that includes fucking around. You're gonna have to grind for a long.
Are very positive.
Yeah, the game's got like a 9 out of 10 right now on Steam on the aggregate, and I don't think it deserves it. I think it's good.
User-defined tags are RPG, JRPG, 2D, party-based, single-player, drama, soundtrack, story-rich. Turn-based combat, anime.
Oh, this game's anime as fuck, as you can probably see here. So, again, if we go to the story, gather the 4 cards located in the various areas. So, if you notice, there is nothing in the journal now that says where we have to go. If you have forgotten where the cards are located, you have to go back to Devon and talk to the lady again. But luckily, I know the shield card is here. Or whichever card. I don't fucking remember. The gold card. So, you have to talk to the right person here. So again, you have to talk to everybody. Mark says, then why didn't they list them... Why didn't they list them in the right order? Why didn't they list them in the right order? The answer is SaGa Frontier.
Oh, wow. They just spoil who the new character is and their
Yeah, they did.
blurb.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. Do you want to do your sexy voice?
Hi there.
Oh, God.
Go.
Yeah, that's the next question she asks. Apparently, Blue said, do you know anything about the gold card? And just, they didn't bother to put his dialogue in.
Have you ever heard of the gnome spirits? They just love collecting gold. But do they really exist? Let's just watch one pass. This is fine.
This game's so dumb. And I love
Walking
it.
around a casino with a Playboy bunny chasing a gnome. SaGa Frontier.
Yes. And... ... That's it. God help you if you don't figure it out from there. Oh, I didn't notice that before. Ooh, okay. Well, we're obviously going to chase him. We go up here and... Oh no, he took the elevator, and we can't. Okay, well, looks like we have to go back downstairs. And again, I only know that because I did practice. So don't worry about it. Normally, you're going to have to run around in circles for a goddamn year to figure this out. Shut up. Yeah, kiss me. I don't care. No, fuck off. Okay. Elevator. Need to go to the parking lot. Alright, we are here in the parking lot. Now, usually, that's closed. And I only know that, again, because I practiced. So, clearly, must be a thing. Same girl. You now recognize her? It's Amelia from the first, from the opening screen. This is the one we talked to, or our fiance's dad.
She was made by Rob Liefeld.
Sure.
Take me too.
Okay. Oh, you mean you want me to take you with me? Okay, who are you?
We've already met. Look.
It's fine. She looks a little stupid. All right, come along.
My name's Amelia. Nice to meet you.
Sure. So I think that was sort of a mistranslation. Amelia's whole thing is she acts like she's an idiot because she's got huge boobs and she's blonde and everything.
She's obfuscating stupidity.
Yes. I think they could have worded that a little bit clearer to make it a bit more not blunt, but fucking whatever. Okay, so she's got a gun too, and her boy's got that. Okay, great. So we're gonna keep following the gnomes. Kingdom Hearts is confusing at times. This is confusing, period. Yes, and that's what I'm saying. You must, and I'm going to keep saying this 1,000 times because I want that clear for anyone who is considering buying this. You need to know what you're getting into when you play this. Because if you don't know what you're getting into, it's going to be a fucking nightmare to play. And every character has their own weird bullshit. So if you play as one character and you're just like, this is stupid, maybe Loot's scenario is better, maybe Red's scenario is better. It isn't. They're all dumb in their own special way. Alright, I'm checking gear real quick because I have a problem. Okay, so Amelia has the hand cannon. We're going to unequip that from her. And we're going to give that to T260. Oh, he can wear the dark robe. Cool. One nice thing I like about the equip menu, so, like, well, let's pick Amelia, for example. The top 4 slots are weapons. The bottom 4 slots are armor. You can use whatever you want for these characters. And if you are an organizational whore like me, see, like, I have a feeling that for, say, Mark, him watching this is a little painful because we've got a weapon, an item, a weapon, an armor, a nothing. You know, you can move items around and you can make this look as good as you want and as organized as you want, like that. So that's kind of cool. And also having multiple weapons as you play gives you more flexibility. So if we gave Amelia a sword, then she would have a ranged option, she would have a melee option. Both of them have their own separate skill sets, and you can really kind of build a team based on what you need or what you desire from that team. As we are right now, we're kind of weak, which is fine. Mei-Ling has magic, but she also has a pistol. Amelia just has a pistol. Silence has his gun, but the Feyblade is better. In fact, why does he have this? Let's give that to... Let's give that to Amelia, so she has another option.
This is definitely a game that I would pick up thinking it was recommended for me, because it was recommended for me.
Yeah.
And every regular already knows that I would not like this game.
Yeah, I hate to sound like a cliche, because I know that's the way this is going to come across, but the game is very rewarding if you're willing to put the time and the effort into understanding its idiosyncrasies.
I would play this for 20 minutes, look up information on it, refund it, and read the TV tropes page.
Yeah, Okay, see, so now the mech has this gun that can attack multiple enemies, which is cool. So you can customize your team and have different ways that they can fight and operate. So like with this, if I target the cactus, he's hitting both of those enemies. It's not going to matter because our mech has no initiative and those enemies are going to be dead ahead of time anyway. But in other scenarios, you're not going to have this type of backup to help you. So you need to mix and match your techniques. That's why I think it's really rewarding, because there is a lot of tactical elements to what you do. And like there, I think the reason that didn't do much damage is he's a friggin' skeleton and we're shooting him with bullets. Like, logically, that makes sense that you're not going to do that much damage to him. Whereas if we use the Feyblade or magic, like we're just going to trash him. There is natural, logical elements to the game. But you have to find them. And the game will not tell you any of this shit.
I kind of am put off. Like a lot.
Yeah, I know.
I'm kind of put off a lot.
Right. And that's why, like, that's why I wanted to make it clear I enjoy the game, because I don't want this to come across like I hate this game and I'm just shitting on it like certain YouTubers shit on games and make their money that way. That's not why I'm doing this. This is actually more of a review. I like this game. I truly do, but I have the time to enjoy it. Unlike most people with responsibilities.
And regular jobs.
And regular jobs.
I'm being cuddled by a kitty.
And also with the deluge of games nowadays, because don't forget the time this game came out in context was when we were all teenagers, and
when games actually took the time to develop themselves,
right,
and only came out every so often.
Exactly. You didn't have 50 games sitting in your Steam library ready to be played back then. You had maybe 2. And so if you had this, you had a lot of game time. All right, so we go in here. Hey, look at all the gnomes. Someone asked if the... Oh, it's Soul, asking if they're wearing shades or if they have coal black eyes. We're going to go with the fact that they have shades because...
The alternative is creepy.
Yeah. Also, I guess we're in Ruin's bedroom right now. Anyway, so we're going to talk to the proper gnome. Give me the gold card. Boy, Blue, you just don't waste time, do you?
We can't just give it to you.
You can't? Why, that would be too convenient.
We want gold. Gold.
Clearly.
Not your money.
Okay.
That is unless your money's made of gold. Then we'll take it.
Great.
Yeah, bring us gold.
I don't want to.
Better bring lots of it.
I don't want to. Okay, so...
Give us your money, boy.
Now we have to leave. Do you know where we get gold, the Akamura? Take a shot. Take a shot where we get gold.
Is it
Remember,
playing shit at the casino?
Oh, that's a logical question. That's a logical...
Fuck me. This is gonna get stupid.
Do you want to know where we get gold?
No, because 20 minutes ago I refunded the game.
Okay, take another shot. Take another shot. Where do we get gold? It wasn't Baccarat, but that was a great idea. That really was a good logical idea.
Oh, fuck. We don't get money from grinding.
Nope. Well, we do, but not always. And they're called credits anyway. He wants gold. Where do we get gold?
Where do we get gold?
We buy it from a random vendor in a random town that's unmarked. SaGa Frontier! Alright, I really wish we had face cam. Your face is so priceless.
And with that, the Akamura was checked out.
No, you've got... Hey,
like a
look.
popular library book, the Akamura was checked out. Like a hot woman on the Vegas Strip, the Akamura was checked out.
Oh, like Amelia. Oh, Soul said the dragons. No. No, that would be logical too. No.
Like an item in inventory that we had run out of, the Akamura was checked out.
So, poor Lesh. See, so when I talked to Ledge last night, I warned him about SaGa Frontier, and I told him it would probably be the type of game that he would find interesting from a very narrow mechanical standpoint and would otherwise fucking hate. So we have to go to Kurong. Oh, we're in Kurong.
I like how I compared this to Takeshi's Challenge, and you were all like, "Oh no, it's not that hard," and then
it's not.
You're proving it to be that hard, though.
So, this is the building. You can see the yen symbol on top. That is your only clue. This is where you need to go.
Oh god, it's a shady pawn
It's a
shop.
shitty pawn shop, and exchange gold and credit? Sure! Now, how much gold did we need, the Akamura?
They said lots.
They did, and they didn't give an exact amount. Also, the price of gold goes up as you buy it. So, you don't know how much you have to spend.
I'm gonna read a book.
And what we have to do is grind for the next while in order to get it. Where do we grind? Who the fuck knows? There's no marked dungeons anywhere.
Chimkin.
Yeah, Chimkin. Buddy. Who's a fat little chimkin. You're a fat little chimkin.
You're gonna make some delicious nuggies in about 5 minutes after
He
I
is.
slaughtered and plucked you.
Alright, so we're gonna... Mark removed it from his wish list.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look up TV
Holy
tropes.
shit. Please don't spoil anything, though.
I will not. I will be a good SaGa Frontier.
Yeah. I genuinely enjoy this game. You need time to care and break it down, though. For the love of God,
SaGa
do not
Frontier
walk
video
into this
game?
game without knowing what you're getting into, or you will be upset.
Okay, it looks like you can glean most of the story from the wiki or from the TV tropes.
Yeah, there is an overarching story, and I believe the 8th character sort of ties everything together. But it doesn't matter. None of this matters. Mei Ling just got an art, and I'm not sure what she got. Or not. Someone got an art. Was it Amelia? I was zipping through the post-whatever fight too quick. Who the fuck gained something? Someone gained something. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We've got a little bit more weirdness coming up the Akamura, because we have to.
Of course.
Because we're going to get a little Japan weird humor in about 2 seconds. So, it's kind of funny, but you'll need to whip out Nurse No Square for this one. So, better get in that mentality for a second.
Oh boy.
It's not too bad. So
So-
we're in a back alley clinic, which is always a phrase that, you know, is good. So we're in a back alley clinic. It's fine. With no sound. Hello, sir. It doesn't open. Let's talk to you. Are you waiting? That was a scream.
Next, please.
This sounds legit. We're gonna walk into the back room.
Everything's ready for the operation. Lie down on the bed.
That's automated. Blue just freaks out and runs away. Now, again, you may be asking yourself, what the hell is all that about? And the answer can't be found in Blue's run. You have to go through a different character. SaGa Frontier, everybody! So, the only thing you can do at the moment, or the main thing we can do at the moment, is pick a dungeon, which, again, they're unmarked on the map. You just have to know where they are by fucking around, and just start grinding for cash. So, luckily, there's a sewer here. We're gonna head into the sewer. We're gonna kill a bunch of dudes.
Oh, it's an absurdly spacious sewer.
Is that one of the TV tropes?
Yes.
Okay.
So, looking at the TV tropes page, the head scratchers section is oddly short.
That is weird, because there's a lot of weird bullshit in this game.
The fridge logic section, which is the section where you talk about how the logic in the medium doesn't make sense, is oddly short, as if it were removed. The trivia page is fucking long. And so is the Your Mileage May Vary page.
Oh yeah. You have to know what you're dealing with. Don't read the Steam reviews, guys. Not for this one. So why can't I see clearly? My eye keeps twitching.
So
don't worry,
for this
Soul. It's because
game,
you're watching SaGa Frontier. That happens.
hang on. Game facts. Game facts.
Game facts.
SaGa.
Oh yeah, we have enemies like this, by the way. I don't know if you can see her.
Is that a hot chick with a gun?
Nope, it's a hot chick dual-wielding, dual-headed axes.
Oh boy.
Why? SaGa Frontier. No explanation.
She's super psycho, y'all.
Well, now she's super dead.
SaGa Frontier Remastered for the PC. It doesn't matter which one. Guides. Oh, there's only one in-depth guide.
On GameFAQs, that's probably the main one.
So we're just gonna...
It was the only good one.
Yep, so let's just go back to the original SaGa Frontier guides.
There was one or two... There was one specific guide that was extremely good for this game on GameFAQs. Hey, my multi-attack actually paid off for once.
You can generally tell which ones are good. First of all, there's 2 loot guides. There's 3 red guides.
Yeah. Red has the most extensive and interesting story. He has, well, I shouldn't say interesting. He's a superhero who can summon his Iron Man suit and do weird shit. And both Red himself and his superpowered version have different movesets. It's an interesting mechanic.
If I weren't already checked out of this game, looking through the game facts guides would have checked me out of the game.
Yeah, it's pretty unique.
This is like one of those games where learning about it is like taking a college course in it.
This is why I was excited to do this game, because once Mark told me he was interested in getting it, I was like, let me show you first.
Stop.
Yeah, because you fucking need to know. Because if you get into it and you don't know any of this shit, good fucking luck. Like, it's insane.
This is one of those games that provides the exception to your give everything a try once rule.
Not to me. Well, again, I like it, personally. But it is an acquired taste. And I also wanted to make it clear, Blue's scenario is an average one. Like, Lutz is weird, T260s is weird, like, both those, Riki is weird as a character, so those are the kind of outliers. This is what the game is. And if you can't handle Blue's scenario, don't play the game. I mean, I'll just be blunt.
Oof.
Don't play it if you can't handle Blue's scenario.
I can't handle it.
Yeah, so it's fine. I'm going to play the shit out of this game because I like it, but I'm also self-aware enough to realize it's partly nostalgia and partly just because I'm used to this shit. If I played this game now blind, fuck it. I'd rather go play Final Fantasy XIV or Earthbound, or, I mean, if I wanted my nostalgia fix, I'd play Earthbound. Or Disco Elysium for a new game that has a bunch of nonsense that actually makes sense in context.
A lot of the fans have checked out of buying the game.
Yeah, I'm seeing the chat. It's really funny.
I think you saved them some time.
It's the opposite of, like, Obra Dinn, where I'm like, everyone should buy and play Obra Dinn a little bit. Whereas with SaGa Frontier, it's look at it first. And I really hope someone does give this a try, especially if you have the time and you don't mind the grinding and you don't mind exploring. Because to me, this is more of a standard, so to speak, actual role-playing game, because I am Blue, and now I have to figure out what I am doing with myself, and where to go, and how to be, and, you know, I have to do this adventure, and it's interesting. It's just really stupid, you know?
Oh, somebody posted a negative review recently.
Yeah, I saw that. Was that the one where he says something about it's too old school for me now? Or, like, he says he liked it when he was a kid but doesn't like it now or something to that effect? Or is that someone else?
No, he's honest. After all these years and several tries, I can honestly say that I still cannot bring myself to do a full playthrough of this game. It's too off the beaten path of a game for me.
Yep. And that's accurate. 100% accurate.
I just realized that I don't have enough time for it. Yes, that is helpful.
Yep.
Thank
because
you, sir.
Almost every other review is, this is an underrated gem. This is one of the best games of my childhood. This is a fantastic RPG. And it's like, okay, you know, if someone genuinely thinks this is their favorite game of all time, then who am I to argue? But that's also not helpful from a critique standpoint. Like, Final Fantasy VI is my favorite game of all time, and I sure as hell wouldn't recommend it to most people without a few warnings first. I mean, as great as Final Fantasy VI is, it has its squabbles too, and you need to know what they are heading into it, you know? That's one of the things I don't like about the Steam reviews, that because of their length and just the fact there are so many of them, you often don't get you don't get context to a lot of the reviews. You don't get no, not context. Subtlety? What word am I trying to say? You don't really get to break down individual elements because the reviews are too short and they generally just summarize into, this game's great, this game sucks, and that's it.
Here's another negative review complaining about that the game is too hard and doesn't tell you anything.
Yes,
and
accurate.
Apparently he did get soft locked.
Huh. I'm unaware of soft locks in the game, but I don't put it past it. Real quick. There are now combos. We just unlocked one. If you have multiple characters doing multiple attacks, sometimes they will activate them at the same time, which can bump up slower characters. So, for example, if our mech uses cannon and Blue uses energy chain, they can use it on the same turn, and our mech is super slow, so this moves him up to the top of the initiative list. Cool, right?
Yes.
Take a shot when the game explains all this to you.
Never.
Yes! You understand SaGa Frontier.
I don't want to play that game.
It just is what it is, man, and it's fine. Like, I do like this concept of just wandering, but I generally need some sort of direction even with my wandering. It'd be like being dumped in Skyrim but never hearing a dragon, or it's actually like Morrowind. Morrowind was a good example because they dumped you into Morrowind and then they're just like, good luck, fucker, and you were just done. And you had to figure out what to do in Morrowind from there. Oh, hi.
You want to pass? Then you gotta pay up. I'll make it just 100 credits.
No. Try me. I don't remember this. Why were there 2 enemies and now there's 1? I forgot. The answer is SaGa Frontier.
SaGa Frontier. Yep. So this guy had been playing a character story and triggered an event that basically just like he can continue playing, but he can't. If that makes sense?
Yes. Absolutely.
So he tried somebody else's story, and it was apparently really boring. There was nothing going on.
It's probably loot.
It was loot.
It was loot? I told you.
I was trying to be vague.
Yeah, I told
you. Called it.
It's Loot's story is fucking stupid. It basically starts off with Loot being kicked out of a village or whatever, and then you're just, that's it. Like, that's it. There's no explanation what to do. His story is dumb as hell.
Yep, intro, grind, then final boss.
Yeah. That's Luke's
What
story.
kind of lazy bull is this? Is the exact comment
Yeah.
this guy has for that story.
To be fair-ish, and I'm saying that real loosely, but to be fair, if I remember right, Square ran out of time, and they had to rush this game, and I believe loot was basically completely unfinished. It was barely started. So rather than cut the character, they were just like, fuck it, good enough. So that's why his story is really unrealized.
The first victim of crunch.
Yeah, basically. And it sucks, but it is what it is.
Yep. This guy says, do not even attempt to play this game unless you've looked through a guide beforehand, so you'll be able to avoid the various game-ending traps the developers have set for their players.
Yep, 100%. 100%.
Helpful.
You know. So I think we've chatted about that enough. I mean, there's more shit though. Like, I'm gonna do a 2-hour stream. We've only been going an hour 17. I love that this game is one of those where, like, you know, we've done streams in the past where you blink and all of a sudden we're like 5 hours deep and everyone in the chat's yelling at me to go get food and sleep. Whereas with this game, I think it feels like we've been playing for 2 to 3 hours by now. We've played for an hour and 17. That's it. Actually, more like an hour because I was talking a lot for the intro. So, why don't you get to your taste test, the Akamura? Because I just have to grind.
Yeah.
So that can kill a little time because nothing's going on visually right now.
So one of my coworkers brought a Pepsi to the paint desk the other day that expired in January.
We're recording this in April, by the way, so it's 3 months expired.
So she brought it in because she just doesn't drink it. Obviously, it expired 3 months ago. Almost to the day, January 21st, and this is a April 18th episode. So we're going to see what expired Pepsi tastes like. We're going to do this sommelier style. We're going to smell it.
You're smelling the Pepsi?
Smells like Pepsi.
I hope so.
Okay. Here we go.
Yep. Good luck. Don't die. I need you.
Wow. It tastes like shaving cream smells.
That could be good. I actually like the smell of shaving cream. I just wouldn't want that experience on my tongue.
It's not bad. It's bland.
Well, that's weird.
A little metallic.
Sorry. I'm actually going to do one more mechanics thing real quick. Just in case anyone is still watching this for some hot tips. There is a limit to how much you can grind. Basically... So basically the way it works is if you're fighting an enemy that's stronger than you, you have a higher chance of gaining something from the battle. So generally it's good practice to grind in an area until you're not getting anything out of it. As long as you're still getting something out of it, you are okay where you are. So that Pyro pro tip. So that's why I'm just running around in circles right now.
Damn!
Right.
Everybody's roasting the hell out of Pepsi. No difference? So a regular can of Pepsi?
Hashtag not sponsored.
No. Pepsi's got a subtle kind of sweet flavor to it. This is just... I'm happy I didn't purchase this for myself, because now I can dump it down the sink. Or what I should do is dump it down the toilet since the carbonation will help.
And just save time, because that's where it's going anyway.
Yeah. So, if you don't mind, I'm going to go do that to make some desk space.
Sure. I can kill a minute, because I have my own taste test, and I don't want to do it without you, so go for it. I love Pepsi, says Mark. Yeah. Oh, wow. The bunny lady with the double axes.
Shall I save it for you, Mark?
I'm sorry. The lady with the double axes. Do you remember her?
Yes.
Yeah, she's apparently wearing a thong because we just got to see her from the back.
Welp. Butts.
Japan. My God. All right. Anyway, yeah, go do that so I can do my drinks.
Shall I save the Pepsi for you, Mark, since you like it?
All right. Yeah, I'll turn off your mic. Don't step on the kitty. I gave the kitty a massive kick the other day because I didn't hear her. Yeah, well, I sucked up and gave her treats, and then she was fine. It's a memory board. Great! What the fuck's a memory board? Increases number of available memory slots. Enables the use of spray and pray technique while equipped. Well, let's equip that to T260. So T260's story is kind of... I like T260 as a mechanical character in that his whole thing is you upgrade his body slowly. That's why you have these junk parts. You want to eventually increase those with other parts to make him better. But a lot of his story is inaccessible through the other characters. So we've got him. We can upgrade him a little bit, but we can't go through his entire process, unfortunately. But we can give him a little bit of help here. Anyway, have I sold this to anyone else other than Zero? Like, I don't want to give the impression this is a bad game. I think it's great. You just gotta know. And I saw earlier Mark said he's interested in watching me play it, but not playing it himself, which is cool. I'll keep streaming this. I'll stream this on Discord. I mean, Discord's the best place for streaming nonsense. We're definitely not doing a full run or anything of this game, or even a full run of any specific character, because fuck that nonsense.
It's not a bad game, it's just convoluted and confusing.
Yep. And in a time where the game industry has learned. So, it's fine.
And it's one of those games that's like, it's a product of its time.
It is. Absolutely. Alright, so, speaking of Coke, we have also bought the new Coke coffees.
Yep,
I
we had the
accidentally-
dark roast and it was
Yeah, I accidentally got... Or, I guess, you bought it? I think you bought it.
Yeah, I
She accidentally
grabbed
grabbed the vanilla zero sugar. So, I'm going to be the one to taste test that.
Yep, I've got a regular vanilla.
Yes and no to selling me on the game. Yeah, it's got its ups and downs. I would say if you're undecided, get it when it's on sale. And even right now at full price, it's like $30. So it's not gonna kill your money. Also, the reason I don't think I've been clear. On the right side are those massive fuck you buttons. It's because the game's also come out on mobile. So
Ledge is downloading something for no reason.
Oh, God.
Pay no attention.
So yeah, it is what it is. It's the ice crystal.
Shall we?
Hold on, gotta see what the fuck the ice crystal is because I don't remember.
Another convoluted
Decreases
mechanic.
damage from cold attacks. Consumed upon use. Shrouds the user in a frigid veil. Oh, I can smash it if I want to. That's interesting. Let's equip some of this shit. Silence is our power character, so I'm gonna equip him with basically everything right now. Alright, so I'm now drinking the Coke, zero sugar, vanilla, whatever.
I'm drinking the regular.
God, that's got a weird aftertaste.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh. Oh, it's not pleasant.
I had to make sure I wasn't drinking the caramel, because it tastes a little caramelly.
Yeah, it does. It's got a caramel after... I don't know.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good.
Oh, that can go down the toilet too.
Can I try yours?
Yeah, of course.
'Cause
Here, let's swap.
Let's swap. Fuck me. All right. Okay, so now... Oh, God, it's still on my tongue. Why is it coating my tongue? It's not made of oil.
It tastes the same.
Does it? All right, hold on. I don't think it tastes the same personally. I think the sugary one tastes better. I can taste the vanilla better. And yeah, I'll drink it. I'll drink both of them actually. Yeah, they're both disgusting, but I'll drink them. That's the story of my fucking YouTube career right there. All right,
It's a punishment drink.
hi, buddy. Found my shop, eh? I've got lots of smuggled goodies from Trinity that I can't buy because I'm poor. All right, well, moving on. Oh, we've got another basement? Okay. I haven't been here yet. It's been a minute.
I'm gonna pop open the caramel one. And if I don't like this...
I'll drink it.
Oh, you poor thing. You poor man.
That's fine. I'll die of a heart attack when I'm 41. It's okay. Mark says, positives for me are the art style and animations, and I like the... I'm sorry, are you playing SaGa Frontier right now? Oh god, I wish you had a face cam. Alright, hold on. This is the Coke. This is the Coke with coffee caramel. I think I'd rather lick Nisi's asshole directly than drink a second gulp of that.
Yeah. Down the toilet. You cleaned up.
Nisi, go poop and then let me lick your asshole. I need to get the taste out of my mouth. Fuck, Coke, what are you doing? Ugh. Don't add that to the quote list, please. Could you give me a glass of water when you come back? I actually need to rinse my palate from that. I shouldn't say a glass of water, just like a shot of water. I'll be alright. But legit, I need like a shot of water.
It cleaned the toilet where it touched.
It cleaned the toilet where it touched? Alright, well that probably means it's safe for human consumption. Yeah, just a small glass. Just a very small, like 2 fingers of water, I'll be good. Fucking hell. Alright. Sounded like she just threw up in the kitchen sink. Oh my god. Alright. So I'm not sponsored by Coke, in case that's not clear, because we have to declare that shit for YouTube, so... I'm not sponsored by Coke, thank you. Instantly better. Thank you. Instantly better. Alright, with a cleansed palate, I'm gonna try the vanilla again. Yeah, the vanilla's not good, but it's drinkable. Oh. Yeah, it's not bad. Well, it's not bad, it's mediocre. But I will tell you this. For as bad as the caramel tasted, it's still better than the ranch soda I drank on stream during that Surviving Mars stream. That shit almost made me vomit immediately. Why did you take your shirt off? Wow. That's pretty impressive. That's a nice little... It's not a dress. What do you call that? Yeah. It's very cute on you. It's good. You made a good purchase. Nisi is currently hiding in her Amazon box, looking at us like, what the fuck are you two doing?
I purchased a shirt off of Redbubble. It was a very lovely shirt. It has...
It's the fire crystal.
A silhouette of Squall on it with all of his possible gun blades. And those Cokes made me spit up all over that shirt. I like that shirt. I'm upset now.
Well, if it helps, Squall is probably used to getting spit up on. Okay, so I just cleared a fight and didn't get anything out of it.
Yeah, he does have a very nettable face, doesn't he?
Which means that I am on level or whatever right now. Where the hell am I?
You just let that comment lie.
Oh, I'm here. What the I hate you, sir. Okay. I don't remember how much gold I need, so I'm going to buy 4 units and hope that's enough. I can't buy 4 units. I can only buy 3 units.
Hi, Nisi. Are you
right.
okay?
Back into the dungeon we go,
Poor
I guess.
baby.
Ugh.
You didn't ask for this. You just wanted a loving family. And you got one, but they're so weird.
They are so weird. Yes, thank you, Ginergy, for the PayPal donation. I need to... Hold on, let me... You too can donate to PayPal if you want to head down into the the video description, because there's a link to this game on Steam if you want to buy it. Sure, but also more importantly are links to my PayPal, Patreon, and other ways you can support the channel. How the fuck do I open my email app? Oh god, I've become an old man. What? Which one do I get? Why is my phone not yelling at me if I have an email? Or did I turn that off? Is that my problem? Sorry, I'm just like not doing anything. All right, here we go. Oh, so these shopkeepers, they do sell shit, but good luck on knowing what everybody does. What? I didn't get this before. So the skeleton, because he's talking, because SaGa Frontier, says that some dude from one of the cities is wielding a pipe like a samurai sword. So Blue's like, where is he? What does he look like? He wears a headband and a t-shirt. Doesn't exactly look like a real samurai. What's his name? I think his name was Gen. Alright, cool. I mean Gen, because there's only hard G's in Japan. But, like, here you can buy some shit to, you know, get stronger. How do you know this is a shoe shop? SaGa Frontier. You just have to talk to everyone and hope for the best. And memorize all the locations and keep everything in mind at all times, because anyone can be selling anything that may or may not be helpful.
Oof.
Right? You've got to use some technique even with great guns. Yeah, I don't have the money for any of this shit right now, because I'm saving up my gold. So, back into the main dungeon we go. A talking skeleton that sounds actually normal, logically normal for this game. Yeah, right? It does. Blue. Okay, thank you. Hey! Now I see the amount. Thank you very much, Ginergy. You are the best. I really appreciate the donation. That also helps offset half the cost of this game. Because, holy shit. I was gonna buy this game anyway, so nobody feel bad. Mark, don't feel bad. I can see a scenario where Mark will feel guilty for me buying this game, since he wanted to know about it, and, you know, but don't. I would have gotten this anyway. Ironically, I have more time for it now. I still have the Coke on my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't drank it in like 5 minutes.
Nasty.
Ironically, I am more patient and more, I'm more willing to explore games now, because back in the day I wasn't. I was just like, pop in a Game Shark and let me get to the ending. Like, I didn't want any of the adventure. So now I'm like, okay, I knew what SaGa Frontier was going into it, so let's go into it with the right mentality and explore and talk and play, and I'm enjoying it. But my god. I don't know, man. I just seem to enjoy masochistic games aside from the Soulsborne series. I think because Soulsborne requires fast reflexes, and any game that's masochistic but also is methodical is, take it as a tax deduction since you... Yeah, I did already. I keep my records, don't worry. It's... I'm letting the U.S. government pay for this one, not me.
Yep. Your business expenses do tend to come out more than the standard tax deduction, don't they?
What?
Are business expenses, like for purchasing games and hardware for the channel?
Yeah. Wait. I don't understand your question in there. That was sort of a half a question. I'm not sure what you're asking me.
your tax write-offs come up to more than the standard tax deduction.
Oh no, not any.
No?
No. The standard deduction is over $10,000.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even make that much.
I barely make that much.
You barely, but it does help offset the cost of how much I owe in self-employment taxes. Because every
That's
dollar the
right.
channel makes, I have to put essentially 15% of it into self-employment tax. But every dollar I've spent on the channel, I can reduce the amount. No one fucking cares. My point is, yes, I will owe less money because I take this as a tax deduction.
Taxes are hard.
This is why I went to training for it. Halfway through that sentence, I'm like, just shut up, Pyro. No one fucking cares.
I was paying attention.
Ah, you're very kind. If you actually want to know, I can explain it to you after the show.
Okay.
And I will teach you about that. Holy shit. I'm gonna drink more Coke Vanilla. Yeah, right? The game's very charming. I don't know if we're gonna get the gold card by the
It's
time
a
we're done here.
ragtag group of people who hate each other and are using each other for simple, shallow ends. SaGa Frontier.
Could you do me a favor and see how much porn of Amelia there is online?
Oh, good lord.
I'm curious, because the game came out before the proliferation.
Incognito window.
The game came out before the proliferation of just porn everywhere for Rule 34. Yeah, because the internet wasn't really that mainstream when
Google
this game came out.
Images.
So I have a feeling there really isn't that much of her.
SaGa Frontier. Hentai.
That's not going to result in good things. Although that's probably
Wow.
the right thing. Mei Ling probably has a lot of her in general.
Yeah.
What? Which?
Seeing a lot of group shots.
Yeah, it makes sense. Alright. Hashtag not a pervert, by the way.
So I have a thing where I need bodies to be properly proportioned. So almost none of this is doing anything for me.
We're running a show. I hope none of it's doing anything for you anyway, but
Yeah.
yes. I was just curious if Amelia was overrepresented. Or Mei Ling was overrepresented. That's all I cared about. It was a very narrow inquiry. I really don't want any other information. Bring it, slime. But yeah, I don't know if anyone's noticed or if they're even paying attention to the game anymore. We're not getting as many skill gains as we had been getting, so we're running out of reasons to be here. Other than trying to grind for cash. Because we still need monies. Yes, the Akamura?
I'm looking up stuff because you wanted me to. There's actually not much of Mei Ling.
Huh. Well,
Like-
that's probably because Mei Ling is also a minor character. She only shows up in the sprite art. That doesn't stop people, but, she's not one of the main 7 or 8 protagonists.
Yeah, like, Amelia's got pretty good representation, but Mei Ling is mostly in group shots.
Huh. Pyro, who is the pink protagonist with green hair? What? That's Aurelia. She has a fairly interesting story. So, fun fact, I played this game a little bit on a Discord stream, and she's the one I chose. I was using the emulator for it, because that was before I knew a remaster was coming out. And she's interesting, but also confusing, because they don't fucking say anything with her either. But I am curious to play with her, because... Wow, I am so confused about my current location. Where's the... Oh man, I'm lost. I need to find that place that I was at before that led deeper, because I think that's where I need to go for a bit more cash. I need to watch more of your streams, Pyro. I'm loving every second of this.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, here's
Tell
a
your
smooth
enemies.
segue. If you want to watch more of my streams, make sure to hit that subscribe button, spin kick that bell, and follow me on Twitter and actually don't, like, that doesn't fucking matter because I don't post there. But go to Discord. I'm on Discord every day, and I blather just so much.
Links down in the description.
Links are down in the video description, and my
Make
mods
sure
can
you
hit
follow the
exclamation mark
rules.
Discord to pimp that link, and you will know every time I start streaming. I'm excited to play with her. I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it that way. Oh, I didn't show you the other thing, because you need another reason to hate this game, the Akamura.
I don't hate it. I'm just not gonna play it.
Shit. Okay, hold on. Let's grab melee. Oh, we'll get blue for a second. So here's blue. Do you see blue?
Mm-hmm.
Look at all my items here. Cool, right?
Uh-huh.
Potions and shit. Okay, let's attack. Flaming Veil. What the? Oh, that shatters the crystal. Right. Okay. So here's silence. Where are the items, the Akamura?
You have to have a skill to use items.
No! You have to equip the items in your weapon slots. What happens if you need more items?
You're fucked.
You're fucked. Except there's one item called a backpack, which gives you the magical ability to just use items whenever, and that's what Blue currently has.
I fucking hate that mechanic.
Right? This game sucks, and it's so fun, and it's stupid.
Tales of Vesperia
Oh
has
god, I
that
accidentally
mechanic
ran.
where you need a certain skill to be able to use items in battle, and you need to level up and have enough space to equip that skill along with the other skills. I think that's so dumb.
It is. The only place where I think that mechanic is valid is
I need to find
Final Fantasy Tactics.
a sword, or is it a bracelet?
What the
I don't
fuck?
give a shit. That has a skill attached that'll allow me to use items.
Oh, I'm over here now.
And I have to grind up that skill until I can use it always, and I have to have 7 points set aside so that I can uncork a potion and pour it out over Estelle's head. That's dumb.
It is dumb. I do think it has a use in Final Fantasy Tactics.
Tactics, yes. In an action RPG,
Right.
no.
It has its own
No.
whole situation going on.
Now I want to play Tales of Vesperia.
You don't want to play SaGa Frontier? Come on, the Akamura. You can play as
No.
Loot? I don't know.
No, I want to play Tales of Vesperia and experience Yuri and Flynn's epic romance.
I want to play Tales of Symphonia.
Vesperia?
Well, fucking any of them, really, because
You can play
I still
Tales of
haven't finished one.
Symphonia and unlock Lloyd and Zelos' epic romance.
Do you have an epic romance that doesn't involve two dudes?
Yes.
Okay. Just
not
checking.
now.
Final Fantasy VIII also has an item mechanic where you need to equip an ability to use items because you're brain dead. Right? Wait, does it?
Oh yeah.
I didn't remember 8 does that. I do.
That's one of those ones too, where you have to equip a Guardian Force, which, by the way, is eating your memories always.
Really?
Yeah, that's in-game lore.
I might give 8 another shot. I never liked 8, so I might play the remaster. Just to
Yep.
just
We
because
have it on
they
the Switch.
changed the translation, right?
A little bit. It's mostly updated graphics, I think.
Oh, they didn't clean it to make it the same as
Not
the Japanese
too much.
translation?
Not too
Okay.
much. And there
Alright,
is
I'm
some
less
of it that is
interested.
cultural over language anyway. That is
Well,
the problem.
I mean, we have the debate. I shouldn't be talking about other games, but fucking nothing is going on with SaGa Frontier right now. like that we talked about that before, that the whole reason that the Final Fantasy VIII storyline feels weird is a lot of it was mistranslated, right? Like the intent did not come across.
Some of it was mistranslated. Some of it is cultural norms of Japan not properly translating into the West.
Oh god, Mei Ling. Oh, sorry, real quick. This is actually kind of interesting. If someone... It's not going to help me because I don't have my healer. Because she's dead. Anyway, whatever. You can wake somebody back up by just giving them a standard cure item. There's no Phoenix down. She has 0 out of 187 hit points. So if we heal her for 50 hit points, she will have 50 hit points. And she'll be back on her feet. I like that. I like not having a special item to wake her up. However, it might be too easy if they did do that, so... I don't know. Whatever. Wow, this is the first fight that's actually giving me any sort of run for my money.
One of the main translation issues in Final Fantasy VIII is with Squall, because in the Japanese version, he's always apologizing all the time.
That is a huge change.
In the English version...
He's an asshole.
They changed... Yeah, they made him sound more standoffish, because every time he said, I'm sorry in the original, they replaced it with whatever.
Right. See, that's what I was saying. I'm one of the few people who really despises 8, but only for its... Well, mainly for its story and the fucking draw system. Which is like... And like, a lot of people have talked about how lovely and wonderful and romantic the story of Final Fantasy VIII is, and I find it abhorrent and annoying. But...
Yep, like...
It's mainly because Squall is such an unlikable douchebag, and that's why when you told me that he was mistranslated, or at least his presentation was a little different in the Japanese version, it started making a bit more sense.
For a lot of people who hated Rinoa, her personality wasn't properly translated either. Squall was supposed to come off as cold and distant in a way that was afraid to be vulnerable. And they fucked it up, because that was that section... That was that, like, period of time where everybody's like, translate them and get them out.
Yeah. Yeah, Square didn't quite have its A-team together yet.
And, like...
Even for a Final Fantasy game.
The, somewhat minor characters who everybody found...
Stop shooting me.
Super pointlessly lively and flat and annoying were better in the Japanese version anyway. Like, they dropped the ball.
I do have another healer.
And there's a lot of people complaining that Squall and Rinoa's relationship is unrealistic because they don't really have any passion going. But, like, relationships in Japan are not very public. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, with that context, it makes a little bit more sense, and I think I would have enjoyed the story more. Without that context... Squall is a douchebag, and I don't know why anyone would even give him the time of day. So it's just interesting. Like, that's I might get so, but they didn't fix any of that for the remake, right? You said?
I don't think they did.
So that's like that's so disappointing to me.
Like, one of the first things that happens is a conversation between Squall and Quistis, and none of it was changed.
Lovely.
And it's like, you play the English translation, and you wonder, number one, how Quistis could develop a crush on Squall, and number two, how she could, like, realize she was mistaking it for sisterly love. But, like, taking the original into account, if Squall is apologizing a lot and maintaining distance that way, he really comes off as a guy who is trying hard not to be vulnerable, which would get him picked on a lot by Cypher, but also attract the attention of an older lady trying to look out for her brother who she forgot, but also, like, women are kind of attracted to vulnerable-ish dudes.
Sure. How the fuck
Like,
did I
you
get
could
back
see
here?
how she could mistake her sisterly affection for attraction in that specific way. You know?
Yes, I think I understand what you're saying. Oh man, this place is really confusing. I can't find my way back to where I'm trying to get to.
But, like, when they meet in the training room and Quistis is all like, starting tomorrow, I'm just going to be a regular seed. I won't be a teacher anymore. In the English translation, Squall's like, whatever. And
Right.
and Quistis comes off as like, ha 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 ha, you're such an asshole.
Yes,
But, like, in the original Japanese, she's just like, aw, you're so scared to be vulnerable. You're so scared to be yourself. That's oddly endearing.
That changes everything. That changes everything with that story.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, Square. Coming from a place of teenage depression, isolation, Squall made sense to me at the time. They just took it too far and made him monochromatic. Yeah, I can
Yes.
see that. I can and that's what I'm saying.
I'm like, in the original, Squall seems more like a teenager.
Which he is, right?
Yeah,
only
he's only
17 or
17.
whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, whatever. In the sense of, like, I really wish that
No.
Oh.
That was outside. Nisi's chilling in her box.
I was gonna say, she might be passed the hell out right now.
Oh, she is. She is out like a light. Adorable.
She is very cute. But yeah, that's why I've said I really wanted to give Final Fantasy whatever a shot with its original translation or at least its original context, and there is no such version, which is sad to me. Hello, Tari. Thank you for joining the stream. Yes, Riki is a weird beast person who likes showing his butt for some reason in the opening bits. So he
Yep.
might be taking a dump. I don't know. We don't know what Party 2 is doing.
Jinergy says, I liked Renoa. Actually, the only characters I didn't like were Cypher and Squall. Which is interesting. Like, I really liked Cypher and Squall, but I also didn't play the original game. What I knew of the game was people digging through the files and being upset at the translation.
Yeah, that makes sense. I need to please remind me to give the mech a better weapon, because cannon is just
Okay.
garbage. I need to give him something.
Are you on your way to do that now, or are you on your way to do that in a couple of minutes?
We're just running in circles in the
Okay.
sewers. What the fuck? That's different. Please don't murder me. Ice crystal. Okay, it's gonna take some damage.
You know what was
Never mind, it
still a
sucks.
very cool scene in, like, both games translated and non? Both versions of 8, I guess.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Ledge said no, that's the new title. It's Final Fantasy whatever from now on. Alright, go ahead. That
Like-
just struck me.
They didn't screw up the plot all that much, because that scene where this feared sorceress, Idea, kills the evil Galbadian president Daling, and the crowd starts cheering was amazing.
Yeah, like, it has... See, here... Okay. When I say I hate Final Fantasy VIII, I'm not even sure I said that, but... I mean, I may have. What I'm saying is, like... I don't hate Final Fantasy VIII. If I ever say that phrase, then I'm playing it up or just, being hyperbolic. I dislike Final Fantasy VIII's fighting mechanics, and I dislike the overarching story. But there are certainly good parts. Everything with Laguna was fucking awesome, especially his music.
Yeah, Laguna.
If they remake Final Fantasy VIII and just get rid of Squall and have Laguna do everything, then fuck it. It'll go way up my list of Final Fantasy games.
Technically, you do play through Laguna's story.
Yeah. Just, I mean, it's just Squall to me is... But see, I've never liked stories that have a completely unlikable protagonist. Like, because I'm a simple dude who likes simple bullshit, like, normal psychic prison. Seal an enemy in the mystic cage, dealing damage to them if they cast spells while sealed. Okay. I'm a simple guy who generally likes simple stories, so, you know, in general with video games, if good guy is good guy and bad guy is bad guy, then I'm happy. And then when you get it, and subtlety is different. Squall was not subtle. He was just an asshole, in my opinion. And that's why I didn't connect with that game. He had no redeeming qualities. He was just an annoying teenager.
Yep.
And that was even, I played it as probably an annoying teenager, and he was annoying for me.
Yep. And like, see, in the original, Genergy's talking about his problem with Cypher and Squall was they were very one-dimensional. But like, Squall's whole thing is he's afraid to get close to people, and as a result, he's very reserved and withdrawn. But Squall and Cypher were two sides of the same coin, because Cypher was hyper-aggressive and pushed people away for the same reason.
He was the jock. I can see why the game would have worked for teenagers. Because Wiggum had mentioned he saw something in himself in Squall. And I can see kind of the click system happening with Final Fantasy VIII that a lot of high schoolers go through. You know, so it makes sense. Even back then, I didn't particularly care for the
and a huge part of Cypher's characterization is hidden.
Oh, here we go. All right, I finally found it. I don't know where this is going to lead exactly, but I want to explore a little bit. Maybe I'll find some treasure down here. Go ahead.
Because it's like he keeps failing the seed exams for whatever reason. Obviously, the people proctoring the exam, the other seeds, don't really like him all that much because he doesn't follow directions very well. But like, he's of the opinion that to get things done, you shouldn't really be following directions, and he's kind of right about that.
Yeah.
And like, part of the reason he really wanted to pass the seed exam was because he wanted to introduce Renoa to Sid, and he's upset that he wasn't there to do that for her because he believed in her and her underground resistance movement, if you remember that. He's fiercely loyal, which is why Fujin and Raijin hang out with him in the first place. Sid obviously trusted him enough to form the disciplinary committee to keep the students from being dickheads to each other. Which, not just that, but like, when Squall passed, Cypher was the first person to start clapping for him. Like, he's subtle.
He is subtle. Ledge says,
Cypher's my favorite character.
I'm the other way. I don't really care for one-dimensional characters. I find them boring. Yeah, I think I'm not explaining it clearly. I don't like one-dimensional characters. I don't like unlikable protagonists.
Yes.
I think. If you're going to be a douchebag as a protagonist, I want a reason for it.
You need some character development before you're an asshole.
I need development. And Squall... My whole issue with the way that entire storyline went is Squall, in the American translation, seemed to change for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
He was just a douchebag, and then suddenly he went to space, and then he wasn't a douchebag anymore.
Yeah,
and it's
his
like,
characterization
that made no goddamn sense.
Way too late.
Yes.
And
like, I like Quistis. Quistis was my favorite
Yeah.
because she was pretty grounded and just wanted to get shit done. I'm like, hell yeah. Yay, Quistis.
And, like, Quistis was flawed, because, like, if you remember...
Oh, yeah, she was flawed.
She chewed Renoa out.
I love that we're just having a discussion on Final Fantasy VIII storyline
Like, if
when
you
we've
remember,
got this goddamn game in the background.
She chewed Renoa out for being a naive little princess about her resistance movement. And then, while they're waiting... She realizes she's got time, so she's like, I feel really bad. Let me go back and apologize to her. Like,
that sounds vaguely familiar, but I don't fully remember.
like, she felt the need to go back and apologize and try to patch things up with Renoa. And like,
Okay.
not a lot of characters would do that, especially not in Final Fantasy VIII.
Yes, I agree.
And like, people were upset with Quistis about doing that because it's like, they were in position, she should have just stayed there, but Quistis did not know that Renoa had gone off on her own to try to help assassinate the sorceress.
We're fighting a monkey on a unicycle.
Among other things, Final Fantasy VIII is complicated in ways that you don't expect, and I like that.
That's cool. I know that sounded really dismissive, but like, I'm genuinely glad you like it because Final Fantasy VIII tends to be that for a lot of people. People
Yep.
either love it or hate it.
Like, that's the
There's
thing.
very little middle ground in that game. With that game,
All of the playable characters are still in their late teens. And people get frustrated at them for making mistakes that teenagers make. But the whole point is, maybe you shouldn't build a fucking world that churns out child soldiers like Final Fantasy VIII's world does.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean that because I think Laguna's entire thing is the counterpoint to that because Laguna's team is mature. I mean, Laguna's a bit of a goofball, but
Yep.
like they are more grounded and mature because they're also older guys who are part of an actual military
Yep.
unit. I'm still waiting for Akamura plays Final Fantasy VIII. I wouldn't be against it. We'd have to find the time for her to do it, but I would not mind having that series on the channel. I'll add it to the list of other projects on my plate.
My problem is I don't have a whole hell of a lot of time with my work schedule.
Yep, we could do it the same way we did Earthbound. Even if it takes a year to do. A literal year to do. We can find a way. Half-hour episodes, skip over all the grinding. Playing as is convenient for you. Release them all when we've got them all.
Yep.
I mean, that's how we did Earthbound. Earthbound did so shockingly badly. Which made me sad. Anyway.
I wish they had fixed the translation for the remaster, because, like,
Yeah, me too.
that first conversation with Quistis and Squall, you could really see how Quistis would find Squall apologizing endearing, especially since he's apologizing for going too far in training in a spar and getting himself hurt.
I see. Ah!
But in the original, he's just like, whatever, and it's just like, ugh.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Hit them. I don't grind in Final Fantasy VIII at levels with you. Yeah, once I realized that, I just blitzed through the game. Because I think
Yep.
Squall was 46. Everyone else was like 29.
Well, it's not that you're grinding your levels, you're grinding your Guardian Forces.
Right. But yeah, like by the time I realized that everything levels with you, with Squall being 15 levels ahead of everyone, including the final boss, I just rushed the final boss and it was really easy. And it was not super fun for me to play. I don't know. It thudded. Whatever. I'll probably play it again. I'm playing this game, for God's sake. I can play Final Fantasy again. Mark muted himself. Oh no. Alright, so my last act here, because now we're over 2 hours, is I'm going to see if I've got enough money to get... Because I can buy a 4th piece of gold, but I have a feeling it's 5. And if it's 5, we'll just have to come back in here and grind again. And I'd rather do that on Discord or something.
Don't forget to change out your robot dude's Gurn.
Yeah, I need to give him a sword or something. He's just so useless. I don't think I'll be able to... Oh! We're doing the thing again. The combo. Hooray! I'm gonna have to, Well, I don't know if I'll be able to afford it. I need to give him something, though. Where the fuck am I? Hold on a minute. I'm very confused. Nope, that's where I was there. How do I... Oh my god, the map. The map isn't that bad. I'm having trouble memorizing it because I'm talking so much. What with the commentary and such. Alright, I'm just gonna follow this route. Oh god, that is a lot of enemies who can fuck me up. This has been a fair bit of grinding for a single plot trigger. To be fair, there might be a better way to do this. Fuck if I know what it is, but there might be a better place for money. Why can't I select the... Oh, because I've got a melee weapon, so I can only engage enemies close by. That makes sense.
You know what one of my favorite things about the original Japanese version is?
What's that?
So in the English translation, I think there's a scene where Ward gets his throat scratched, and after that he can't speak anymore.
Yes.
In the original, he just takes a vow of silence. He just stops talking for no reason.
That's really funny.
That's fucking hilarious. He just never says another fucking thing ever again.
Oof. Hang tight, silence. Now the combat's actually challenging.
This has been a fair bit of grinding for a single plot trigger.
That's what we were just talking about. Yes, but that's why I think there might be more going on here than what I'm doing. Like, there might have been a faster way to raise money, and I just don't realize it.
No, Nisi, don't eat that Band-Aid.
However, there is also a chance that this is the fastest way to get money, so who the fuck knows?
SaGa Frontier is a big, complicated 3D puzzle that you can't see.
Yes.
And, like, it's in the dark, and somebody's punched you in the face and slammed your hands on a bunch of Legos.
It's not that.
Baby, hello, baby, hello, kitty.
This is also why I didn't feel bad about starting over Blue, because I also knew that we are not going to do this game to completion on the show. This is it. This is going to be the one stream we're doing for it on the show. Unless this stream somehow has 1,000 views and everyone starts screaming at me to finish it.
Nisi's got the PS4 controller.
She has the PS4 controller?
She wants to play Final Fantasy.
Does she? Oh, God. So many enemies. Let's just get the hell out of here.
Now I
want
to make a joke Mikote named after Nisi.
Where am I? Oh, okay. This is where I wanted to go. Because
she is
this is the
settled
exit.
on the controller.
Okay, this is the exit.
She's all like, you're not playing with this today.
All right. We're going to buy one piece of gold and then go back to the gnomes. And whether or not we get the card, that will do it for this stream. I want to keep playing this.
This is what grinding is for. It's for us to BS with each other.
Yeah,
like we're hanging out on a couch or something.
So here's what I'm gonna do.
Oh my god.
The Akamura, did you have plans to do anything with me today? I know you wanted to go to the grocery store. I don't want to go. Or you want to go to the gas station, rather.
Yeah, but I'm also like, I'm in pain because I've been sleeping wrong and I've been doing bad to myself for a long time, and it's starting to catch up to me.
So what are your plans after streaming Sundays?
I don't know.
That is always the least helpful for me.
I did not make any plans. I tend to not because of the way my brain works.
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. After we get done with this, I'm going to continue streaming this on Discord. That way I have voice and we can all chat with each other and hang out. Because I have no super plans. I'm ahead of work for Evil Genius 2. So it's not like I'm struggling with anything. So we can keep playing this and I can actually chat with y'all. Oh yeah, I showed this picture to Ledge. It's a big-boobed kitty anime girl. She's one of your enemies. She generally does high kicks because fan service crotch shots.
No.
Yep, there she goes. SaGa Frontier, everybody.
Is she wearing a thong?
Sure.
How does she just not have any genitals?
Well, she's dead now, so the mistake has been removed.
Ah, I've got such a confused boner.
Oh, shit.
Well, my plans have been made.
What? What?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Don't worry about it.
I'm very worried about it.
Don't worry about it.
Alright, Alright. See, so the enemies are starting to get a bit more, strong. So the game does level up with you to an extent. And... ah, shit. Oh, that didn't do too bad. The game levels up with you to an extent, so you just need to make sure that you're, kind of keeping up with everything.
The fans are upset
Why are they upset?
by the gender-neutral cat girl.
SaGa Frontier, you are magical. By the way, there's going to be another remaster coming out. It's Legends of Mana. That one we're doing a full run of. Because I've been wanting to do that for the channel for about probably close to 5 years now. And now that the remaster's coming out, I have a reason to do it for the channel. And that game is just all kinds of good. Just straight up, it's all kinds of good. Sure. And sure. Alright. Come here, gnome bastard, after I kill this pterodactyl. Or whatever.
Come here, you stupid bastard.
I haven't done Mayor Morgan for a while. I always need something to read with it. Are there any other actors like that? Where you have to find your voice by reading a thing?
Probably Christopher Walken.
What about Christopher Walken? What?
Oh, I thought you were talking about different voices and not actors who have to do that.
No, yeah, I'm saying actors. Like, I wonder if there's any actual voice actor who has to, like, do a thing to find the voice before doing the voice.
I think Aaron
4 gold
Dismuke
ingots.
used to have
Did
to.
you bring oh, go for it.
Did you bring lots of gold? Ha ha, gold! And lots of it, too! Here, take the card. Fuck it. Fuck the card. Do it.
Receive the gold card. What?
These characters were designed before the artists did color theory.
Hooray!
Woo!
2 parts of the story are now done.
Yay!
Oh, I guess it's giving me actual story updates for everything.
Macy, you're so cute.
You can find the gold card in Baccarat. Yeah, no, fuck, I've already done it. Why are you telling me how to do the cards when I've already done the cards? The Urpo card has custody, or the Urpo has custody of the shield card. Okay, cool, so it does show up in the journal. Huh, I wonder how I get the arcane magic. Alright, well, whatever, we're done. I'm gonna keep playing this on Discord. Go join me there. There's a link in the video description. If you're watching this live, obviously. If you're watching this from the archive, you should join the Discord anyway. Links in the video description where you can buy the game. Follow me on Twitter, PayPal, Patreon. Other ways you can support the channel. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, blah, blah, blah. You know how YouTube works. I will see you again next week, actually on Saturday, for another stream, everybody.
Bye!
SaGa Frontier.
Macy, you're getting fat rolls.
God, this game's weird.